Hello students. So today we discuss electric field strength due to uniformly charged rod. So what is the electric field intensity due to uniformly charged rod? So we see today in today's class, and we derive the expression for electric field intensity also. So from the chapter electric charges and fields. Okay, so before going to that, one see, for example, if the point charge is there, for example Q is the point charge, and due to this point charge Q at a distance r, so at a distance r, at this point, what is the electric field intensity means, we can write E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into charge Q divided by distance square. Okay, so let P be a point which is at a distance r from the charge Q. Then what is the electric field intensity at P due to this charge Q? E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q by r square. So in case of point charge, we can write electric field intensity due to point charge at any distance r. We can write the formula. This is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q by r square. So that already we know that. But in case of uniformly charged rod, what is the electric field intensity? So in today's class, we discussed that and we derive the expression for E also. So see, this is a uniformly charged rod. So it is charged, means either positively charged or negatively charged, whatever may be the charge, but it is a uniformly charged rod, maybe positive charge or negative charge. So in this case, in case of uniformly charged rod also, so that electric field intensity, two cases are there. So today we discuss the first case, that is at an axial point. At an axial point, what is the electric field intensity? Axial point means, so the point which is on axial line. Axial point is nothing but, so the point on the axial line. So what is the axial line? So this is axial line, the line which is passing through the center of the charged rod. Okay, so that is along the length, parallel to the length of the charged rod. So this is called axial line. So on the axial line, so I am taking point P. Okay, at point P we have to calculate. Electric field intensity. At point P we have to calculate electric field intensity E due to this charged rod. So for that, what we do? How we calculate electric field intensity? So for that, first take, so that point P is at a distance of r from one end. From this end r means, from the other end what is the distance? From the other end, what is the distance? From the other end, the distance is r plus l. From the other end, the distance is r plus l. Okay. So how we calculate electric field intensity at P due to this uniformly charged rod? So for that, first what we do, we take a small element. In metal rod, we are taking a small element. So the small element length is dx. So the length of the small element is dx. And this dx, distance between this dx and that point P, axial point P is x. Okay, so first what we do, we calculate electric field intensity at P due to this small element dx. Later we calculate electric field intensity at P due to this metal rod or charged rod we calculate. Okay, so for that, later, so it is uniformly charged, maybe positive or negative. So I am taking positively charged, and the charge, let capital Q be the charge on rod. Let capital Q be the charge on rod. So if total charge on this rod is capital Q, means what is the charge on this small element? So we need what is the charge on this small element. So for that, from the definition of linear charge density, because here charge is distributed uniformly, so from linear charge density, lambda, we know that lambda is equal to total charge divided by total length. So linear charge density lambda is nothing but charge per unit length. So charge by length. Total charge on this rod is Q, and what is the length? L. Q by L. Okay, so we know the charge per unit length. Then we can write the charge on this small element. So dq, or we can say charge on element dx. Charge on element dx is, I am taking dq. So dq is equal to charge on this dx, I am taking as dq. Very small length means very small charge. So that we can write charge per unit length, that is q by L into length. What is the length of the element? Dx. So dq by L into dx is the charge on this small element. Now we know the charge of this element, that is the dx. On dx, what is the charge will be there? Q by L into dx. So we know the formula. So due to point charge at a distance r, what will be the formula? 1 by 4 pi epsilon into q by r square. Let this small element so consider as a point charge. Then we can write electric field intensity at P due to this small element dx. We can write so here element length is very small, then charge at P also very small, because element length is very small, the charge also very small, dq only. Total charge is q. So on this element, what will be the charge? dq. So here at P also the field intensity also minimum or less, we can say that. So the electric field intensity dE at P due to this element dE is equal to, so from that formula, so 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is common, we can write 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. That I have said. So Q is the charge there. Here what is the charge? dq. So we can write dq divided by r square is the distance. Here what is the distance of, not this r, don't take this r. So we have to take this element. So we are taking this element. So we have to take this distance. So P to dx, what is the distance? X. So we can write x square is the distance. X square is the distance. So x square. So that we can write, here I am writing dE is equal to, so 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught I am writing as it is, we have to substitute dq value. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught I am writing as it is, dq is what? Q by L is there. So Q by, capital Q by L, okay, into 1 by x square is there. So 1 by x square into dx. So this equation I am taking as equation number 1. So what is this equation number 1? That is dE. dE, or that equation 1 is representing the electric field intensity at point P due to this small element having the charge dq. But we don't want electric field intensity at P due to this small element. So we need the total electric field intensity at point P due to this uniformly charged rod. So for that, what we have to do? So see, so we got electric field intensity due to small element we got. Like that, number of elements are there, dx, left side, right side. So number of elements are there. So due to that all elements, what will be the electric field intensity at P? Due to dx, dE. Due to another dx, dE. Due to another dx is dE. So like that, due to every element, the electric field intensity is dE. So what is the total electric field intensity? Means we have to add all dE values, all electric field intensities. Electric field intensities due to all small elements of metal rod at P, then we get the resultant field. Or otherwise, if we integrate equation 1, so by integrating equation number 1 on both sides, we get electric field intensity. So left side what is there? dE is there. So this is the integration symbol. So integration dE is equal to, right side what is there? Okay, so right side what is there? Right side 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. So I am writing 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught as it is. Next to Q by L is there. So or we can write Q by 4 pi epsilon naught into L. Q by 4 pi epsilon naught into L. This is Q. Into 1 by x square is there. So into 1 by x square into dx. Okay, so for this x is nothing but distance of this element from point P. Okay, so for this right on right side, what we have to take the limits. So this x is not fixed. So maybe that element may be here, this element may be here, one element is here. Like that, number of elements are there. So from where the elements are starting, from this end to this end. So if we take one element here, what is the distance r? And if we take the last element here, what is the distance r plus r? So we have to take the limits. Limits we have to take small r. This is small r, and the upper limit is r plus r, from here to r plus r, from here to r. So r to r plus r. Okay. So now left side, what is there? Integration dE is there. So integration dx is equal to x. So integration dE is equal to e. So that is equal to. So that is equal to. We can write this is r. We can write q by 4 pi epsilon naught L is a constant with respect to x. So x with respect to x, this q by 4 pi epsilon naught will not changes, it remains the same. So we can write q by 4 pi epsilon naught, we can write outside from the integration. So I written outside, we written outside. So remaining, what is there? Remaining is, so this is integration symbol, remaining limits are from r plus r to r plus L. So remaining is 1 by x square, 1 by x square into dx, x square into dx. Okay, so that is equal to, so q by 4 pi epsilon naught, I am writing q by 4 pi epsilon naught into L, I am writing as this. Next, 1 by x square integration, 1 by integration of 1 by x square is a minus 1 by x, and the limits are from small r to r plus L. So here write one formula. So okay, here I am writing the formula. Integration of 1 by x square into dx is equal to minus 1 by x. So remember this formula. Okay, so remember this formula. 1 by x square into dx is equal to minus 1 by x. Here 1 by x square into dx is there, we written 1 by x. Okay, now E is equal to q by 4 pi epsilon naught, q by 4 pi epsilon naught into L. Okay, so here minus 1 by x is there. In place of x, once we have to write upper limit minus lower limit. So substitute that upper limit and lower limit. So that is 1 by minus is there. So minus I am writing as it is, minus 1 by r plus r. Okay, minus, here minus is there, minus of minus, so that is plus. So plus lower limit is what? 1 by r. So I am writing 1 by r. Now E is equal to q by 4 pi epsilon naught, 4 pi epsilon naught. Okay, so see what is the LCM? LCM is r plus r into r. So what is the LCM? R plus L into r plus L into r. So r plus L into r. So here already r plus L is there. Okay, so we can write minus r. R is here, r plus L is there. So we can write here in the numerator, in first term we can write minus r, plus here only r is there. So we can write in numerator, in the second term we can write small r plus capital L. So this plus r minus r get cancelled. So that is equal to q by 4 pi epsilon naught into L. Epsilon naught into L. So see in the brackets, what is the remaining in the numerator? Only L is there. So L, we can write L divided by r plus L into r. R plus L into r. So this L and this L get cancelled. So finally we can write E is equal to q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught, q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught r, small r is there, small r into small r plus capital L is the electric field intensity due to uniformly charged rod at an axial point, where q is nothing but charge on the rod and 4 pi epsilon naught we know that constant that we can take 9 into 10 power 9. R is nothing but distance of P where we have to calculate electric field intensity. So distance of that axial point from one end is R, and R plus L is nothing but, so distance of point P from the other end, means from this to this end to this point is nothing but R plus L, and from this end to this point is nothing but R. So R plus L, and by substituting Q value and 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught value, we can write electric field intensity due to uniformly charged rod at an axial point. Okay, so once roughly I will repeat once again. So electric field strength due to uniformly charged rod. So this is uniformly charged rod. Let L is the length of the uniformly charged rod. So in the two cases are there, one is at an axial point. Second one is at an equatorial point that we learn in next class. I explained in next class. So at an axial point. So axial point is nothing but the point on axial line. So this is the axial line of the charged rod. So on axial line we are taking a point P, that is called axial point. Okay. So at point P we have to calculate electric field intensity due to this uniformly charged rod. And that point P is at a distance of small r from the second end of the charged rod. So directly we can't calculate electric field intensity at P due to this charged rod. So for that, so what we are doing, we are taking the small element in the metal rod. Total length is L, but in the metal rod we are taking the small element of length dx, which is at a distance of small x from the axial point. So first what we do, we calculate electric field intensity at P due to this small element. Okay, next. So let capital Q be the charge on the rod. So on this metal rod, it may be positively charged or negatively charged, but it is the charged rod. So let capital Q be the charge on the metal rod. So capital Q be the charge on the metal rod. So that is uniformly distributed. But we need the total charge is Q, but we need what is the charge on this small element dx. So for that, from the definition of linear charge density, lambda is equal to Q by L. So lambda can be defined as charge per unit length, total charge on this metal rod divided by total length, that is Q by L. So this lambda or this Q by L is nothing but charge per unit length. So for this length, what will be the charge? So charge on the element dx is a very small, because length is very small means charge also very small. So the dq is equal to charge per unit length into length of the small element. So Q by L into dx. Now, so on this element, we know charge dq Q by L into dx. Now write, assume that this is a point charge. Then due to this charge, what is the field at P? First we write the formula. So P is at a distance of x from this small element. So the electric field intensity at P due to this small element, dE is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into dq by x square. Okay. So next. So dE is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Already we know dq value, that is Q by L into dx. So in place of dq, Q by L into dx, where 1 by x square I am writing as it is. So this equation I am taking as equation number 1. So this equation number 1 represents electric field intensity at P due to this small element dx. Okay, so now we need electric field intensity at P due to this metal rod we need. So for that, what we have to do, we can integrate this equation. By integrating this equation 1, we get the net field or the resultant field at P due to this uniformly charged rod. So for that, by integrating equation 1 on both sides, we get what we get? We get electric field intensity. So integration dE, this is the integration symbol. Integration dE is equal to integration Q by 4 pi epsilon naught into L into 1 by x square into dx, integration symbol. So this x is not fixed, it is a variable. From where to where that x value varies? X is not fixed value, it is a variable. From where to that x value varies? From R to R plus L. So from R to R plus L. If we take the element, this element here, if you take one element R, distance is R. If you take one element here, R plus L, means this x value is a variable and this value varies from r to r plus r. So r to r plus r we are taking as the limits. So r to r plus r we are taking as limits. Okay. Next, integration dE is e. Integration dx is equal to x. So integration dE also we can write e. Okay. So if you want, you can write here one formula. So integration dx is equal to x, or integration dE formula is there. Integration dE is equal to e. Okay. So put in a box and remember this formula. In mathematics, all these formulas you are having. Okay. So integration dE is e. Q by 4 pi epsilon naught into L is a constant, so I am writing outside. So this value does not depend on the x value, so we written outside. So remaining is integration 1 by x square dx, limits from r to r plus r. So q by 4 pi epsilon naught into L, 1 by x square into dx. The formula is 1 by x square dx is minus 1 by x. So in place of 1 by x square dx, we written minus 1 by x. Limits are from r to r plus L. So q by 4 pi epsilon naught into L E is equal to, next, minus 1 by x. In place of x, once we have to write upper limit, minus in place of x we have to write lower limit, that is r. So first I am writing in place of x upper limit minus 1 by r plus L. Okay. Next, minus 1 by, in place of x we have to write lower limit. So minus of minus 1 by r. So that becomes plus. Minus of minus 1 by r, that is becomes plus. So plus 1 by r. Q by 4 pi epsilon naught into L, E is equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught into L. Next, r plus L into r is the LCM. Then in a numerator, in the first term we can write r. So this r we can write here. Already here minus 1 is there. Minus 1 into r minus r. Plus here denominator what is there? R is there. So in the numerator we have to write r plus r. So I written r plus r. Plus r minus r get cancelled. So remaining is only L in the numerator. So q by 4 pi epsilon naught into L divided by r plus L into r. So L get cancelled. L get cancelled. Okay. So the remaining is, so the resultant electric field intensity at point P due to this uniformly charged rod is q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into r plus L is the electric field intensity. So this is the formula for electric field intensity at P due to uniformly charged rod or at an axial point. So this is the electric field intensity. Okay. So thank you students. And recently I started my channel, YouTube channel. So Suman Reddy Physics. Please subscribe my channel and please like my video and share it to your friends. Thank you students.